Hello and welcome back. Right, I've set these two going on our field 16. Yes, I've not been back for a few days because I was a bit blown away by the success, and yeah, it's a shock, but a nice shock. But yeah, it really was. It needed to sink in. So plus, actually, I have been ill. Yeah, I've had a horrible stomach bug, so I have still been creating content, but yeah, not quite so. Yeah, not like normally, if I'm honest. I've been trying to stay clear of the bigger ones like this for the very reason. Yeah. Right, we need to windrow. Yeah, we've got the new fence, haven't we? Now then, have we? I would imagine I did the animals, but I'm not going to take that for. Yeah, make sure that I am right. Slurry, 41 tools, animals 200 health, 61 out of 61 wards. Yes, we have just topped up. We've got 16 tons of milk and 41 tons of slurry. Right, okay, let's get the slurry gone. Right, so now that is a point. That's our milk tanker. We could really do with, for once, we don't really need to worry, do we, about, oh, I can't afford blah blah blah, which is a nice place to be. I think we should get a dedicated slurry one, and it just so happens, I do like being down here. We're only a stone throw away. Mind you, we were only a stone throw away from the shop before, to be honest. That's one of the things I love about Westbridge Hills, this map. I love that. It's one of my favourite things when you're close to the shop. Some maps, you're the other side of the map. Yes. Oh, a little run around, that's right. I would imagine I've checked the... Yes. Well, if I haven't, then let's repair this. We need some fuel. Right. We have a tiny little bit. Right. We do, and I mean, I think there must be, it's not even showing a barrel, which proves there's very little in there. I do like having this, because we do pass the shop a lot, so when you consider our old place was very close to the petrol station, I think, yeah, let's shift these back where they were. I did have them nicely pushed to the back. The shop won't put up with us leaving things, wink wink, if we take up all of their car parking space. That's not fair. Right, let's order another one of those while we're here. And I was here for real. Do you know, I hate that. So, yeah, recovering from this thing. I'm still not alright. Actually, I would also like to get one of those. One of these. Much I don't know, you know this. I was thinking about this myself. These already are pretty much like that. That's why I always loved them. The fact that not only do they look like barrels, but it's 1800, the proper diesel one, and it's 2,000 litres. That's 1,050 for 1,500. To be honest, not only are they super duper, but they're actually cheaper. So do you know something? Yes. Right, now what did I want to come for? What did I say? That's right. Now I should have. I'm not sure whether this will be in miscellaneous. I only played this mod yesterday. I've never had it, and I do love sort of showing... Yeah, that's what I was on about. I've been buying that a bit, and don't get me wrong, it shows you how much you've got in it and everything, but... There we go, the MTU 60. 60 tons for 4. Now I know we can get the H2 Studios, but yeah, it is different. Now we've already got silver, so I don't want... What's a different silver? But is it different enough? Yeah, let's go black. And rim colour, I actually like chrome. Yes, we will indeed, and wow, this comes with the Missy B pack. the liquid storage pack, so excellent. Right, let's fuel up. Put the little rudder. Yes, I'm trying to redo something that I did used to do. Let's get rid of that old one first. Which was to you. Oh wow, there's more anything. Oh, it must have gone wrong then. Because that was quite a lot of fuel I had there. Right, okay. Hate that one. It looks like you're right, but actually you're a long way away. Yeah, look at that. It's well straighten up. Right. Yeah, we should do that with this one. It's a little bit. Yeah, let's move it to the side. Yes, I've got the, if there are new sounds in the background, yeah, I'm not sure, yeah, those are critters, the critters pack, yes, I thought, I think that's really nice, although, we shall see if I feel that way in a day or two. Now, is this one that opens up? No. Oh, I do like this, it's nice. It's a nice size. For a 60 tonner. Yes. Our partner Misty B. Smash it. Yes, I will spit out my words. Yeah, and I will switch my indicator off as well. Because there's nobody but our person who knows we're going into our own yards. Yeah. Our new animals. With fully equipped. I mean, that blew me away, because I only mentioned it in the session before we're going to get animals next. I never for 1 minute thought we would be getting. Right, yeah, that's a point. Yes, what I'm waffling on about is that I used to, in FS19, I used to have a run around to stop all this map hopping that is my tendency. Yeah. But it does take some getting used to. I had trained myself back then quite well, but I have since I map hop all the time, as you all know. Now then, milk. Yeah, let's make this as realistic as possible. He says as he pulls out. That's ish. Yes. Now I seem to have this tendency when I pass the slurry yard, because I know this is. Wow, yeah, this is the first time we've actually used slurry in the new VGA. It's all. Imagine, of course it is. Only place the animals. Do you know, sometimes. Think before you speak, Mr. Smith. Think. Yes, definitely. I think actually I'm going to go with the set of sheds along the side wall there, and maybe one there, and I think the house on that hill. I really like the sound of that. I really do. I might need to do some landscaping though, which may well cost us a foot. Yeah, I keep wanting to stick slurry in the slurry yards, which of course you can do, but it's not the best for that. Right, that's one of the motors finished, which means the second one will right be behind it. Yeah. Whoa. It should be this one, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I will just literally grab this, the windrower, and we'll grab the other one to straight. Yeah, bale straight afterwards. Mind you know, we'll use the big fend for that. Yeah, let's get these corners done though. Let's get all grass down to this one grass field now. Whoa, okay. Wow, a lot of corner ones on this. I do love the way the course bait always misses those bits where the actual worker is. Let's move out of the way. We'll finish the job, don't worry about it. There's quite a lot of grass there actually. Yeah, say there's a lot of us. That's because I've done this one round and round, actually. Yeah, it is. I'm trying to think, what have we got to do? I think this is all we have got to do today, to be honest. Yeah, hoping to get us through to the December where we sell all of the digestates, because we are obviously going to do better than I think we've ever done. I think we're going to blow the roof off. Yeah, this is going to be a rhombos where we go almost from rags to riches overnight. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's all things we've actually done. It's not like we've got rich because we've, you know, like for no reason. We've actually done a lot of work. And of course, a lot of this was the grass off the big field that we had, where we cut it that time and just obviously stored the grass. And obviously we couldn't process it very quickly. Now we can, thanks to one of our partners, yes. And then of course we have the new BJ that is a monster. It can process whatever you throw at it. I think we could throw all of the entire map's grass fields at it, and it would still slowly devour that amount of grass. It is monstrous. Yes, I was looking and comparing this to the Alien Gym adapted one on Western Wilds, and that's got a storage of 180 tons. I mean, that is a beast as well. This is probably on par with Alien Gyms. Right, let's stick this. No, we don't. That's the point. Are we still going to worry about doing... No, because our new production... No, that one. Our new production... Let's fold that as well. No, I don't want it down. I want it folded. And... stick that... Yes, I wouldn't mind actually putting one shed up here for the grass equipment. Yeah, rather than... It does make sense. I always have liked to have your grass equipment somewhere. Right, we've got the big one now, haven't we? Let's get this going. I'm not sure if we've got a course for this. And then we shall go and grab the other. Right, field 16. We have not got a course for this. Well then, let's sort that out. That's all I'm going to say. Create job, field, and that was already selected. Right, Headlands 2, I think. So no, I think we can get away with 3 actually, easily. Oh yes, I forget this is a nice big field. Right, 16. Save, activate. 12.5 meters, I believe. I am sure that is what it is. Let's have a look. Just, well, Courseplay is disagreeing, but I'm quite sure that that is correct. And go. Smash it, and we will grab quickly the Axion before it gets walloped. And we'll grab the Heston. Oh, I was right. I was going to say no, but I am actually right. It is the Heston Veiler. Yes, I do love that. I'm trying to think, have we got that on any other? I don't think I have, you know. I missed a bit. Yeah, I think this is the only Let's Play No, it isn't. Western Wilds as well. Yeah, I've got it on there. Which makes perfect sense on that, because it is a monstrous. It is. Have I folded that? Yes, I have. Or no, the worker did more accurately. Horsplay is very good at being very tidy. Sometimes too tidy, but yeah, at least that's better than being messy. Right, smashing. Baler. Being as this is the only job we have got to do. In fact, we don't even need to rush about the doing the fertilising, because this is the last cut of the year. Right, where did it's there? Fent has got that on. Do you know? Yeah, he has. Let's let the Fent do it. Because I must admit, there are some jobs that this can't do. Yeah, because he turns so quickly, and I think the baling actually is one that he does well. I think. I can't remember it being bad. We're going to have one bale of straw. Actually, I'm not sure it works like that anymore. That is true. We shall see. We shall see at the end. So 16, 12.5 metre. Clear, load, activate. And first point. And go. We should just stick along. Actually, no, we cannot afford to be doing anything like this. We need to be lugging silage. Where have I put the big train is down there, isn't it? Right. On the cab over. Smashing. Let's grab the cab over then. You will do nicely. Now, we'll stick this. Yeah. Wow. I think we could do with a second back. Dedicated, but I don't know that it needs to be the 108. I think the 70 tonner will do nicely. One of the H2 Studios, my favourites. Make sure I'm not going to scrape the side of that. But I will actually, yeah. I'm trying to cut. Let's go backwards. Now then, how are those two coping? Fence doing nicely, and so is the so is the other fence. Yeah. All right, we need to pull backwards. All right, I'm going to scrape that. You know, I think we're going to time lapse this, because this filling that hopper is going to take quite a while, so I am going to go into a time lapse and I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. Right, let's get some bale splitter while that's filling. Let's do two things. And loading that seat. Now this is very unforgiving, which I like. That means, yeah, you can't just whack it any old way. You've got to be almost square. I like that. And almost in exactly the right position, which I actually quite find refreshing. Now, haven't we got the bale pusher on this very Let's Play? Because it seems a tad silly to me to have said item. Oh, you've got yourself a job now, Mr. Smith. Remember where it is. I do. This is true. It was the one thing we left down at the side of the old field. Luckily, this is a fairly fast tractor. Yeah, I was also thinking whether or not we do buy that other field back, field 15. It is a very good grass field, and obviously I'm trying to get my family back to the lifestyle that they're, and it's not about riches, but I must admit the family values of my family are fantastic. They are balanced. They never did allow money to get the better of them. They're a very loving, family-centric family. So yes, to lose my uncle and lose the farm within the same year was a real blow for everybody, especially my aunt, obviously. Yes, if we can facilitate a speedy handover of the farm from doing, then I'm going to literally bust a gut to do so. I am. So yeah, even if it means a lot of hard work and maybe even another mower, I wouldn't mind going back to the windrower sets if we do well enough in the back ends. Yeah, literally to actually not going back to on this, is it? We've always had. Yeah, we didn't have the windrower sets, but yeah, it would be nice. Oh well, look, they did leave the cobbles. Excellent. Yeah, critters. It's the critters pack that noise is coming from. I don't know what it is. Right, we need to lower this as well, for it to be as effective as possible. It does work a little bit if it's high, but not properly. Yes, I'm seriously thinking we should buy that. Now I seem to recall it was something like 700 grand. So we might be able to afford it tomorrow morning, which seems rather a bizarre thing to say. That in 1 month we might have the means to buy a field that's expensive. While our poplars are obviously, I don't know what I'm thinking on the poplars. I'm trying to sort of think, what do I need? How are we doing? I thought it might get stopped by the bales, but no, he's doing very well. A bit of clean up in front of there for some reason. Right. There we go. Nobody missed us. Yes, I really like the fact that this is semi-automatic, but semi-automatic with quite a lot of realism. On the Western Wilds, I a lot of times missed the bales, even just being in the wrong angle. It just does not play ball. You've got to be almost spot on, and I like that. It's slightly, I mean it is, yeah, it's slightly more forgiving than it would be in real life, but nevertheless I like the fact that it does bring an element of real skill in. You don't have to be just in the right, I mean, I'm sure when I first had this though, you could hit it, the bale square on at the end, because I think I mistakenly did that, if I remember right, when I thought you picked them up at the long ends, which you don't, but I'm sure, let's just try it. This is just a test. I wouldn't do this really, but I'm sure when I first had this you could do that, but yes, it doesn't let you do it anymore, which I actually quite like. Yeah, I love it when realism is brought in. I mean, there is obviously a degree, well no, it's a degree of real skill that you as a player need to have. Yeah, and And of course, obviously, we're going to miss it sometimes. Or I am, anyway. Right, I do love these Aston Bales, they are amazing. Yeah, it's these ones where you don't sometimes get your angle right through no fault of your own. I was actually working, I did say that I was using a one of the big tractors, which obviously doesn't turn so well. Whereas this actually turns so well that I don't know that we won't be able to grab these. So it really was actually tractor that defeated me on that particular Let's Play, but it meant there was quite a lot of to-ing and fro-ing. How are we doing? Oh, okay, I see. Well, allow me, I have a bale push on. We can sort this for you, and I shall see if there's any more going to be in your road. Like that one, perhaps. Right, let's get back to work. Ooh, now that's going to be a difficult one to get. No, no it's not. Right, smashing. Now then, is that going to be the fence way? I might have knocked it. Right, smashing. Well, they didn't do badly. They got all the way to 3/4 the way through the field before that actually, now remember, think ahead. Now, do we need any? Yeah, we'll do one set in the old one, because that's only 100 tons. It's capable of processing that in one night. In fact, less than one night. Right, let's not get sidetracked. Yes, I am, so I'm trying to make some adjustments to the channel. One, yeah, the zone marker switched off most of the time, apart from when I'm placing mods. Yeah, that's, I suppose I could actually, no, I've always liked to do that in front of you. I don't like to do that. Yeah, it's part of the farm. I don't like to suddenly to conjure up something that wasn't there before, unless it was down to a plot line where it was a surprise and it was down to a storyline. That's a different matter. But I've noted that I don't think I've ever done that, but that doesn't mean to say I never will. Yeah, if it's a storyline driven, then I might well do something like that now. How are we looking? No, we are getting ahead. Good. Just. It's still processed 75 tons though in the time it's taken me to load those, was it 3 or 4 loads in, so that's still tremendous. Right. Right, smashing. Let's sort some out of this far end. I always find it's the ones that get in their way, the turnarounds that do it. Let's have a look. I think we shifted them all out the way though, if I'm honest. It's true, actually, I've got to be honest, even with the Anderson baler, I did begin a few months ago to start to angle myself for realism, really, so that I was actually approaching the bales as I would in real life, which has helped me when I've got to this, because you have to. There is no laziness with these, you've got to do it properly, so yeah, it's weird. See properly, the trees were in my way. Smashing. Let's do this. Yeah, so I think that is the plan of action, to buy Field 15 when I have 2 monsters, because that silage business, being as we've got the BJ, makes perfect sense. Right, we need to shift you because the other vent is about to bash you. Right. Yeah, there is a bit of clean-up. I think we'll Yeah, there's a few corners and a few bits and bobs. The one there, so yeah, so we will. This is going to be a weird shed to place, though. It is, because it is very bumpy. We may have to. I think it probably would be best to level the ground, which is then going to mean there's a drop here. Thinking about it. Yeah, so, yeah, interactive zone markers, I will spit my words out, and also, yes, a run around. Now that's going to take a while. It took me a long time to train myself, because there isn't any perfect way to do it. You have got to put the vehicle on follow, because obviously my habit now is, like most people, is to hop on the map. Yeah, map hop. Now then, let's drop that out. No, we're going to clean, aren't we? So let's do that now. Yes, so I'd like to do that, but it's going to take a while. Yeah, the adjustment is quite... Yeah, it's not an easy thing to adjust to. I remember from FS19. I don't know why I got out of the habit. Because I think it takes time. I had this thing about efficiency, but sometimes... the other thing is, I was thinking about this yesterday on Greenlands. I've not been very well. And I thought, you always want to do things at 100 miles an hour. Just slow down. You do 45-minute sessions to an hour now. That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, some content creators, I was looking at Disturbed simulations yesterday. 15 minutes. And in fact, yeah, also, Frithgar. I watched one of Frithgar's episodes yesterday. I was trying to keep up with... He's got a Calmlands one. And it is I wanted to do something special on Calmlands. Yeah, but a lot of people already have, and it is very no man landish. So I thought, well, I've got Western Wilds. You can't do everything. No one can. So I've left it. Yes, it was very interesting. He is very good at his landscaping. Very good. Very creative. Yeah, he puts me to shame. I'm not terrible, but he is. Even to the little tiny colourings on the concrete and stuff, where the concrete would look aged, or this bit would be brighter because of this, he was going on, and I was like, wow, you are actually right. I never really thought about that. I do colour blobs sometimes, but it's usually more as a creative effort than a thought process. I think, yeah, it's going to be newer up there. So it was quite, yeah, it's nice to actually watch. What is that saying? To stand on the shoulders of giants, I believe. Yes. A very apt saying. Yeah, I do like Frithgar. He's very flamboyant. He was the content creator that really taught me that you don't necessarily have to follow the rules that people think you do. If your subscribers are reasonable... No, that makes it sound like you're unreasonable if you want... Yeah, that is true. Everyone's got their own little foibles, whether it's like you like gates shutting or... I mean, because, yeah, that's another thing I've got to work on. Not on this map, obviously. Ha ha. But on the English maps, on my Greenlands, I've got into very bad habits on the outer gates. Now, I don't mind the inner gates when you've got adjoining gates, because that is a lot of faffing and it's your farm. So if you wish to leave your inner gates like open, then do it, but not your outer gates. That would be silly, and I have got into very bad habits, and I literally acknowledged that last session and said I have got to work on this. There's no doubt that annoys some people, and that's not ever my intention, to invite people in and then annoy them. Now, of course, you will never please everybody. I don't think any content creator is ever under that illusion that they will please everyone, because you cannot. Because everyone has got different standards, different expectations. But you can do your absolute best to try to please as many people as possible and compromise a little. I have compromised quite a few times recently on... I don't mean in a bad way, I mean things that I don't think are important, that I think other people may well think that's important. So therefore, I literally do things based upon what other people think, like the interactive zone markers. Yeah, I think I was of two minds with the interactive zone markers, but yeah, I think it's realistic without them on. Glowy blue signs. Don't get me wrong, it's yeah, I mean, I managed, well, I think that was it. I thought, you know, I reckon I can manage, and it is more realistic, so yeah, we've done it, made that jump. Of course, there is going to be a learning curve, so if you could bear with me, please. Yeah, because this is me. Right, I think that will do. Right, let's put this with the other grass equipment, and we shall. I won't say it's for the money. We should put a nice shed up there, but it's going to take some work, I think. Right, let's check that. And let's get some more silage in there. Let's even fold the baler away. Let's be good. Yeah. The only bad thing is I'm going to need to shift all of this out of the way, aren't I? So let's, with that in mind, let's put this over here on the edge of the road. I never realised those trees were quite so. Right, let's try that. I want it off the road though. Smashing. Right. Let's get some silage in. Now I realise I said I was going to go into a time lapse, and then I think I waffled all the way through that, so I hope I remember in editing to not cut what I said. Yeah, well, we'll confuse everyone because I said we'll go into a time lapse and then we won't, which is ridiculous. Mind you, I could do time lapse for a little bit. Yeah, the only bad thing about doing that is when you have to run all the way across the fields. I did used to cheat though. I used to have the speed mod on and put it at ×3, which you can get away with if you're time lapsing. Not so much when you're running across a field and you're on normal speed. Everyone knows you're not right. Plus, which of course, now that is a point. Let's switch that off. Yes, I'm trying to be good. Apart from precision farming, I'm going to leave that off as well. So again, bear with me because there will be a bit of a time of adjustment. I just need some fuel. We need to bring one of those. I think I'm going to do this properly. For once, I think we're going to buy a proper fuel tank where we have a company come and fill it to be as realistic as possible. And I have often gone for like a petrol pump, but I don't suppose it's that. So that's just, yeah, it's not that different. But a proper tank would be the way that a farmer would go really in real life. So again, realism. I am trying to make that switch. Sometimes it's because of how expensive they are as well, especially at the beginning of a Let's Play. The petrol pump type ones or diesel pump type ones, they are usually very reasonable, whereas the proper tanks, how much are they? Let's have a look. So that would be in containers. How much would a 5,000 litres? That's not good. 16,000. See, they're not cheap. No, they are not. Is that all? Now then, actually, again, the Bavarian pack saves the day with an absolutely amazing mod with very good. That will be the one I think that we place. Now that's nice, but it doesn't show me how much storage you've got. It's a bit of an oversight. Yes, it is. That is a shame because it's nice to have a fast field, but not if you don't know how much storage there is in it. A small liquid tank and herbicide. That's not bad. Yeah. I don't want to make this completely Yeah, don't know that I've tried those, or did I? Did I actually do those? I think I did, you know. I think our H2 Studios field point beat it. I'm sure I did that test on Lobboz. I think the only thing that will beat H2 Studios is the one from Mantrin that you have to pay quite a bit upfront for to gain his services. Right, bales. Let's get this job finished. Yeah, so a lot of changes on the channel. Yeah, I appreciate anybody's feedback as well on anything else that needs adjusting. Yeah, I have had quite a few vocal subscribers and viewers, and I like that. Yeah, don't be afraid to, if I annoy you. Ooh. Yeah, ooh, now how are we going to tackle that? Because that is, can we knock it down? Can it? Ooh, now that was a thing of beauty, and it was not like I had any control over that. That was not skill. That was just a fluke, as the saying goes. Yeah, it was. I'm not going to take the credit for something that was not in my control. But it is very nice when something like that happens. Right. Right, we did 10 there. Now we're going to do 10 here. Because this is our main. This is a beast. This can do a lot, because it can also convert grass to hay. Now remember, we do need you to tip this in advance. If we're going for... Yes, I'm trying to get caught. Smashing. Yeah, now the running around malarkey rather than use it. Obviously, I've got to go. Every content creator has. I've never seen anyone. A lot of people make a song and dance about it, but you have got to go in your menus to go in the shop, and you've got to go in your menus to do productions and things like that. So yeah, you'll never not. But I'd go into it an awful lot. Obviously, for setting cosplay courses again, I've got to do that. Yeah, I'm in it a lot for jumping. I'll go into the map and then jump to another tractor a lot. That's what I'm trying to do away with. But bad habits like that, they do take some erosion, and actually it was a very difficult skill to get right anyway. I remember I was still adjusting. There is still quite a lot of running around on the map. You can't escape from that fact if you're going to choose to do that. To me, the only way to escape from that fact is really to put your speed up. Otherwise, it's you watching me run a long way down a field for a minute. If it's a long field, that's just, no, that's not acceptable. So again, there's a bit of compromise. So it may well be that my normal run speed is ×3. Which is actually quite challenging, because running or just walking from one place to the next, that is actually quite difficult, because if you're on 3 speed you are literally covering so much distance. It is quite scary, so it takes some getting used to. But yeah, I think that will probably be what I'm going to do, so bear with me, and obviously just recognise that I've got to do a bit of a compromise. It's not... yeah, there's not really another option for me to try to fine-tune this, otherwise I'm going to take too long running around and it's going to be boring. I did recognise very early on with content creation that it's about, yeah, you've got to be dynamic, which is why I always say you've got to... I mean, I am beginning now. If I need to prepare courseplay, yeah, I did it yesterday on Greenlands. I got all of the tractors ready off camera so that I could just literally go bang, start, so that it's not... yeah, I mean, you can't do that in the middle of a session. Once you've started, it's a matter of just carrying on. The show must go on. But yeah, sometimes when you hit either a piece of equipment that you don't know well, or it's a new piece of equipment and you've got to try and figure it out, whilst people are watching, I always have that golden rule. If I'm faffing around for longer than a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, that I'm going to do it next time, or I'm going to do it off camera. See, that's terrible. It was, but in my defence, I didn't expect to clock it like that. Yeah, it did. A ghost-like bail like that, it is a tad not good. Right, yeah, I do my best to try not to. I don't always achieve it. I had on Rhombos, I went through a couple of ghost-like bails because my bail, the head of the trailer wasn't down, it wasn't ready. So yeah, then you go straight through the bail, which is not nice. It doesn't look realistic. Now then, let's not. Now that's the type of angle that you'd be looking now. Luckily I nudged that, or that wouldn't have probably let me get it. So yeah, that was lucky nudging, by the way. That was not... Well, I suppose it could be the bail pusher, actually, thinking about it. Because it just sticks out proud. It is quite amazing. I was blown away because I've tried a couple of those weight type ones, the full frontal weight ones that are supposed to be like bail pushers, and I was quite disappointed. It didn't do the job properly. So when I got this one, I thought it's $200 or $300. Am I on dollars? I am. Yeah. Now I have got more American Let's Plays than any other at the minute. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've got one Greenland, one British map, Western Wales, Westbridge Hills, and Hobo's Hollow. 3 American maps. Amazing. Yeah. Thoroughly enjoying Hobo's Hollow. We are literally, a bit like this, we are actually getting to the point where we are buying equipment that we actually want. I mean, we've also done one off the sales, which I like that. Right, let's get ready this time. Now then, I think there's a couple left. No, there's one. Right, let's get that. Yeah, let's get another 100 tons of silage in. We had 190 now, that's the point. How much have we got in? Yeah, we can definitely do one more. That's devoured quite a lot. Because I'm sure we've done out. I think we'll have got all of this, every single bit of silage out of these before the evening. Oh my life, is that it? There's 400 tons in there. Be careful. Don't do any damage. Yes, I think somehow that beast is going to absolutely devour that. Right, let's get this last bale off the field. Well, I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah. Now, do we do the fertilising? I think we've set it going like we did the other time where it goes through the night. Now that is something I'd like to do as well, and that is to have one fertiliser spreader, and we have actually got it, haven't we, thinking about it? Yeah, we have. We can do that. Right. Right, let's get this sorted. So yes, I think we're going to set 2 on the course. Is that good enough? Am I close enough? I think I am actually. That's why I put that square there as a bit of a guide. Yes, with the interactive zone marker thing, I am going to do tells like that for myself, like colours and stuff like that. I've already started to do that. Or if it was, say, water, and I would literally leave like a drum in the way on the water fill points. Yes, that's the plan, and I quite like my thinking. I think that's good. Right, okay then. Let's get the 2 fertiliser ones going. Right, let's first of all, yes, let's try and keep up with that monster. We won't stand a chance, I realise, but it is, of course, a friendly monster. Yes, it is on our side. I quite like that. The cobble effect looks really nice, I think. Right, fertiliser. Yes, I think we'll use the fence for the lime and we'll use you for fertilising. Brilliant, I think. Yeah, now that reminds me. I do think the fence has got... Let's just go. One of these has got fertiliser in. I would think it's. I would say it's the tipper. Yes, it is, definitely. Now then, we should keep the front box on. I'm not sure which is the tipper. That is a point, actually. Now, I think the top one is the tipper body. Yeah. That was the entire thing. We shall be back. Yep, stick that in the silo. Grab that from the silo. Yeah. No, I'm not going to time lapse it because I'm just going to let them trundle whilst we speed time up and keep filling the well. I don't know that we can. I think we've only got a couple of loads left, but. Let's see if we've got any lime. I don't think we have, but oh, it's done that object mode. I don't know what that is about. I really don't. Wow, we've got 151 tons in there. Aha, we have got some lime. Smashing. I don't think, seriously, with a top up though, I'm going to need... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need the back trailer. I really don't. I think that's overkill. Yeah, I know we've got a bit out of that one, but we'll just top up. I know we've got some lime in there, but... Right, so this won't be the course that was selected last time. So let's... It's the only thing I've got against this, the transport, is the fact that it doesn't fill up from a filter car. But it was always like that, so I am used to that. Did that just say start filling then? You did, but it didn't mean it. It's because it can sense the other things. Ooh, it's slightly unrealistic. Yeah, I think under 10 tons is going to be enough. Right. Yeah, I've got to get back into good habits with that. I used to be very well. In FS19, I used to use this all of the time. Not this, obviously, one, because this is another. Right, so we have got this course done. I saw it earlier. Clear, load, activate, and first, go. Right. Should not. Yeah, we should be fine with that being where it is. Let's grab you. Which will fill the front box as well. Yes, I do love the way that Giants have done that. It's a tiny detail that the white is obviously, yeah, much whiter for lime. Much whiter. I like that. Yeah, fertiliser's got a very slightly greyy white, and I do mean very slightly. If you got the two whites together, you can see the difference, but. Right, there's more than enough there. Right, let's... Now this might actually be on this course. Let's have a look. No, it won't be. No, I was going to say it won't. It'll be the one across the road, won't it? Now it looks like it's selected, but that doesn't mean it is. Clear, load, activate. You have to click on it. And first, with none, go. Right. Let's go and carry on with our job. Let's fight the beast and see if we can win, which of course we know we can't. Now then, I do know that it is Causeplay that walks around with Auto, because the other day on the old Kiwi farm, in editing, I literally got out of the tractor and put it on the side of the field and loaded the course. Now, when I put the tractor down, it was on auto. When in editing, obviously, when you do notice these things, I didn't notice when I was doing it, but I did afterwards. When I looked in editing, as soon as I was on the field, auto had gone, which meant it had to be Causeplay that did it. As soon as and it doesn't always do it either. It's weird, but it is definitely Causeplay that's doing it, that knocks it off auto to, yeah. Unless of course Causeplay still does auto without it being on auto. Yeah, it might plug into systems and that, but it obviously as a human, if I take over, it's not on auto. Actually test this theory in a minute. Mind you, no, it doesn't always do it. That's what makes it even worse. It's random. Because I've sort of kept my eye on it for the last few sessions, because it was... Now that is moving, isn't it? Wow. It is. Not now, it stops. It's only when it's been filled. Let's speed time up to dinner, because we are never going to keep all the speeds no matter what we do. Yeah, look at it, it's a monster. In 1 hour it can go through 500 tons, it's tremendous. Let's go to 12. Oh my life, that is just... We're going to top a mill. Look at the digestate. Oh my life, that is going to take me hours. I'm going to need 2 tankers at least on that. In the time it took, mind you, yeah, we were speeding time. That is something you couldn't do in real life. I think we've got one set. Oh no, we haven't. Also got the 250 tons in the proper silo, so we'll get this one done first. Gonna time lapse this? No, but I think it will be the end of the session. Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick... Yeah, now this is... No, we're close enough to them, we don't need to jump into them. Let's just go and have a quick look at the autos. Auto. An auto. Yeah, random. Totally random. I don't know. I just can't. I'm blown away. We were on 480 grand. And now I do still think I'm probably right, you know, second lorry back now that money isn't an object, which is a very nice place to be. Right. Let's get this, let's try and get all of the silage that we've got into this beast. We'll leave it there though. I'd have liked to have taken this to November morning, if I'm honest, especially if we do manage to do the fertilising and that. Ooh. Now I said I love the T6. It's been, yeah, it's my Greenlands and Hobo's Hollow, one of my first tractors on both of those, and I have very fond memories of it. A bit like I do with the Voltra, yes, the Valmit. I've got some fond memories because of Corbelleron. Yeah, it's always, if ever I see that on the sale, I always want to buy it, just because of the fond memories I have of that tractor. Yeah, well, I should have left a little bit of silage, and will I learn? Oh, I was very fortunate because it was the last thing we selected. Brilliant. Ah. Okay, now this is the type of thing you do have to look for. So pH. Now that looks awful. But it does say perfect. Is it perfect everywhere, or have you stopped for no reason? No? No, we're good all over. Where is he? Ah, he's still going. I think he's on his last run. So let's get the fence out of the way. Wow, that was nice and quick. Wow, you 7 tons though. Ish. Well, actually just over 6, but yeah. Oh, he's done that thing with the front again. Yeah, aiming for realism, and he goes and shoots that. It's that one. Right, I must remember it's the bottom one. Stick this out of the way a bit. I was thinking what that white concrete was then. Of course, we've not seen the chevrons. Yeah. That's the type of thing that's thrown me out a little bit. Right. Come on, let's get this job finished. We've still got plenty of water, 600 odd tons, but I will do another mad session of like running, yeah, 2 tankers with water all the time to keep that topped up, because I think it's got 2 million litres. Not that I'm trying to fill it, of course, but yeah, we'll do the last 100 tons and we'll leave the little bit in for another time. I think it's 50 tons or something. Let's have a look where we are. We should have 100 something tons left of, yeah, 43 tons. Oh, actually we've done it then. This is the last. Excellent. So we shall literally, yeah, should we do something nice? Should we have a little go? I like doing landscaping. Actually, Frithgar was saying a lot of his viewers like that. Now, of course, he is a bit of a master, whereas you've got to put up with little old me. Well, you haven't got to, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you're stuck with me, you could say. Although, yeah, relatively speaking, of course. Yeah, I do my best. And you do get better, I must admit, with practice. Yeah, I'm not as bad as I did used to be terrible. Now I'm okay. Of course, the landscaping tools are... Now then, we're going to a bit of a time lapse to speed this up for you, so it's not so... Right, let's just go and grab that though. Let's get him off the field. I don't like... Yeah, we're trying to be good. It's nice to see that we're still getting some use out of the HTZ. Oh, wow, he didn't use very much. Wow. Goes to show how. Let's just have a look, make sure the nitrogen looks okay. Well, it looks awful, but now that's bizarre, because for grass normally, it normally looks a much nicer orange than that. And yet it does say nitrogen perfect. Now you're not telling me that it's supposed to vary from map to map. It's supposed to be quite a nice orange. That's a dark orange. That's strange. I would like it if there was some consistency. Right. No, we can use that in actually. It means this is pretty much always the fertiliser. Right, let's get this sorted. Right, I think I will. I'm going to make this nice and fast. We are going to place the house. Actually, let's be realistic. I tell you what I'm going to do. We are going to pop over. Yeah, we're going to catch the bus. Now this I am going to have to map hop, and yeah, gonna need to go catch the bus to just outside the train station. Now I'm going to walk over and we're going to have a meeting. I am. So, right, let's not walk across that field, even though, yeah, we could still damage it. So, fond memories of our origin on this map. Yeah, the only thing is some seeds over there and this here, which needs picking up or selling. I prefer the idea of selling, and we'll buy some more if we need them. Can you do that? It's miscellaneous pallets. It is. Right, we shall sell you. Yes, we should buy another one. Thank you for your faithful service though. Let's go and have a word with the family. We have called a family meeting. I want to know if that design is going to be okay. If they all agree. So, yeah, I am going to see you shortly. It is now just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Of course, we've had tickles, we have broken 1 million, and we have, yeah, the family are happy with my choice. Yes, it's actually a better house, to be honest, we know that, but yes, it's still, they are quite happy with me building that house, and they are very happy with the location. Yes, they are, so let's get to it. Yes, we need to visit that Brazilian cow and we'll do nicely. Now this is going to need, wow, 12.5 tons of slurry already. Yeah, food's going down nicely and the water's, yeah, going down a little. Slurry. Yeah, I would like to do a bit of testing and stick some straw in to see if the slurry, you still get as much slurry or whether you don't, whether it's like, yeah, 50-50 cuts, in which case I'll just keep slurry and I'm not going to be bothered about straw. Yeah. Right, where am I going? Right, that is a strange noise. Ooh, critters, that's not nice. Right, yes, we are going to cut a few trees down. In fact, you know, let's do this properly. Yeah, let's ask the store to drop us down a tree beacon. We should do this. Yeah, this is, I'm going to do it speedily. I am. We shall lease one of those monster fantastic bits of kit. We shall, they are amazing. That is almost as good actually, but yeah, not quite, it's not as quick. The SEP is not bad actually. Right, do we buy one? No, we will lease it. Right, going into time-lapse mode, we are going to chop a few trees and do a little bit of, now there is a tractor down here, a little bit of landscaping, and we are going to place the house, being as we have done so stupendously. And also, yes, that is a point, field 15, how much are you? We will indeed buy you. Now then, let's have a look at you on the map. Are you harvested? Oh, we have to switch grass off, don't we? Ah. No, you are absolutely in the orange stage, so we will be doing that in the morning, I think. We're not going to do that now. The session is about to end. We do, though, I think. That is a point. No, we've promised the family, it's got to be done now. Can this cope with that on the front? It's so much nicer to do it. Right, yeah, I'm not going to hack any trees that don't need hacking. I'm just going to do the ones that are in the way, which is unfortunately this lovely looking one here. That one there, and that little. These littler ones as well. That's tall one. That's really, yeah, and this is the area I'm wanting to place. Do we need to get rid of that one? No, it can stay in the garden. This one does though. And also, while we've got this, we are going to, yeah, get the ones around the radio tower for a bit of realism. let's clear the ones near the cables. Just the ones we need to, not any others. I'm not sure I like that. That is a bit painful. I think there's that one more. Is that about it? I think. No, yeah, that one can stay, but this one is right near the cable, so that. The elevation is doing some weird to that. Let's try and, in fact, yeah, let's lift it. That might work as well. Yes. Smashing. Now, if I remember rightly, there was a tree stump as you come in the field. I think that's alright. Yeah, we're going to literally get a plateau or let the levelling tool do its business just there on that hillside. It's just, I'm sure there was, yeah, also we're going to, I think I'm going to use this bottom section here. Again, we'll level it, but this will cost us this time. Mind you, no, it is true. We have got enough equipment here to actually do this ourselves. So we will allow such, because it is realistic. Right, smashing. Let's just get rid of a few. Now that one can stay. We're not going that high. Excellent. Now then, that is the point. We did mention this earlier. Sheds on that patch there. I'm just going to get rid of the trees on that particular part of the boulevard. I love the trees on the boulevard. I'm not going to get rid of them all, but I am where it's going to get in the way of the shed. So, with that in mind, just these two. Now I did say I was going to go into time lapse, and I've done nothing but chatter. So do you know? Yeah, let's say my words. I'll see you guys and girls on the other side. Right, let's go and have a look at the handiwork. Now, yeah, some of it, for saying I levelled that entire area where the drive is, it didn't level it, yeah, very well. There's bits that, and also, yeah, actually I'm going to, I suppose you could have stones that do go sideways as well. That's the offending bit that I don't like, though. Let's get rid of that, because that's not so nice. Oh, and of course I'm right in the way. Is the smallest? I think that's because the tree's there. That's why it's not allowed me to do it. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything. That is got to be the tree. It's a shame. Yes, do you like my flower garden? Right, I do need to get rid of those bushes though. It's not, yeah, even if it's just the green. Can't be having those. It looks awful. Don't mind there's a hedge at the side. Yeah, we may work on this again. This is just the basics. So we put the drive in. Let's make sure that that's... Yeah, let's just soften that a little. Let's make that a gradual... There we go, we've got a drive coming straight off there now. Let's see, can we soften? No, again, it's because it's the road and the tree probably. Right, that is as good, which is horrible, as the landscaping tool will allow me to go, due to the fact that it's meeting the road, and I think it's probably the tree. We may, I like it though, I do. I don't like getting rid of it. It's a beautiful tree that's been there for centuries, so do you know, it's tough. Yeah, it was here before us. And that, I believe, is where we're going to leave it. So, we are going to move the family back in. We have our house. We do. Which also means we have a sleep trigger. Yeah, that is a bit of a... Now, where is the actual... Ah, now that is a point. Aha, it's there. Right, smashing. Facts. No, I said about feeding the animals. Well, that's one way to get rid of 1 million. Yes, we are down to 283 grand, which is not far off where we were this morning. We have no product left to stick in the... But of course we are approaching December, January, where we are going to... Let's have a point, let's have a quick look to see how much digestate we've got in our BGA and the other in this as well. We have... Sorry, this one. Digestate. Oh, 400 tons. And in that, 700. 1 million tons of digestate. Phenomenal. Yeah. I think we're going to do better than we've ever done. That's going to take some lugging, and we've not finished yet. We've got that field to do. Yeah. I think this is going to be a new record. I do, yes. Anyway, yes, I am going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you do continue with me on this journey. Any suggestions or ideas, anything you'd like to see, please leave a comment. I do absolutely love hearing from you on your ideas, even improvements that could be made for the channel and anything like that. You know, at the minute we haven't got flickering. I have got the Steam game, but it does flicker sometimes. But I haven't... On Stone Valley, I did get the horrible flickering in winter. I mean, awful. So, yeah, we shall wait and see how winter goes. Because I say I bought the Steam game as well as the Giants Orchestra, and I've tweaked DirectX, which apparently is what causes the flickering. But I'm not so sure it's that simple. Yeah, because it still flickered straight away after I did it. So, yeah. Anyway, yes, I am going to say goodbye for now.